Most of the time, when we face problem, crisis, or obstacle in our life, what is the first thing that comes into our mind? Is to run away from that problem or to blame somebody for that problem instead of taking responsibility and be able to adapt. I still remember my first job. I was a fresher back then. I don't have any experience in what I was working, but there was one thing in me. It was that drive. I know it's a totally a change environment. I know nobody there. I know nothing about what I'm going to work, but one thing in my mind that I will do this because I'm going to get paid. So by any means, I am willing to learn. So I have to change my thoughts, and then I will be able to change my action, then perform well in this work. So that kind of mindset I put that time, then I was able to work at what I was working. And that's how I was able to adapt at my workplace. Adaptability is an ability to be able to adapt your thoughts, your action, your attitude to any given changes in your life. Be it at workplace, be it at home, be it with your friend circle, or be it at school. There are many kind of distraction in this world, such as digital distraction, hanging out with the wrong friends, or even overthinking within your mind. This kind of distraction will steal your focus. But if you can focus in spite of all this distraction, you are able to adapt in any given situation. Now, the second kind of example is addiction. Because we all know addiction is a trap. So if you are able to escape that trap, you are able to adapt. Now, why adaptability is important to have, like a skill to have? Because when obstacle comes, problem comes in your life, you will always run. And when that happens, you will not be able to grow. You will not have friends. You will not have people who loves you. You will not be able to work anywhere. You will always feel like blaming other people instead of reflecting in yourself and telling yourself that, okay, this is a situation. I cannot run from it. I have to adapt. I have to learn. I have to grow. So there are many kind of examples, like a tree. How does a tree grow? It adapts to that environment, right? They spread their roots below the ground and they grow in spite of any condition the environment is. So you see, that's why having adaptability skill is very important. The first thing to learn how to have this skill is your mind. Change your thought, then you will be able to change your action. Because once you know how to change your thoughts, your feelings, then you'll know how to act. So having a mindset that I'll change my thoughts, then I'll change my action, eventually my feeling will also change, then I will be able to adapt. That's how you adapt. What will you become if you have this skill? Let me tell you through experience. The first thing is the freedom you're gonna have. What I mean by that, I'll give you an example in a workplace. When you are able to adapt, right, in any given situation, no matter what the problem, what the other staff, how toxic is the staff, how toxic is your boss, how difficult the task is, you will be able to adapt like water. And you won't run away from it. And you will grow from that. And whatever situation given in the future, in your life, personal life or in friend circle, whatsoever, you will be able to face it. Anything, any challenges, you will be able to face it heads on. Just like water, when you pour it in a glass, it doesn't fight the glass, right? It doesn't want to get out from the glass. It becomes a glass of water. Same with adaptability. That's how you can have an idea about it. So I hope you learned something from this video, and remember, adaptability is one of the most important skill that you can ever have. It will take you to places that you never thought you will be able to reach. Be it any successful people in their life, I think adaptability is one of the skill that help them to build or to grow or to reach wherever they want to reach. So that's all about it today, and I hope you learned something from this video.